Part 3, Chapter 18 of Introduction to the Devout Life. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Twinkle. Introduction to the Devout Life by St. Francis de Sales. Part 3, Chapter 18 on Frivolous Attachments. Such foolish attachments between man and woman, without any matrimonial intentions, as are called amorettes, mere abortions, or rather phantoms of friendship, must not, idle and empty as they are, profane the name of friendship or love. Yet such frivolous, contemptible attractions often snare the hearts of both men and women, and although they may end in downright sin, there is no such intention on the part of their victims, who consciously do but yield to foolish trifling and toying. Some such have no object beyond the actual indulgence of a passing inclination. Others are excited by vanity, which takes pleasure in captivating hearts. Some are stimulated by a combination of both these motives. But all such friendships are evil, hollow, and vain. Evil in that they often lead to sinful deeds, and draw the heart from God, and from the husband or wife who is its lawful owner. Hollow in that they are baseless and without root. Vain in that neither gain, honor, nor satisfaction can come from such. On the contrary, nothing comes of them but a loss of time and credit, and unreasoning excitement, mistrust, jealousy, and perturbation. St. Gregory Nazianzen speaks very wisely on this subject, admonishing vain women, and his words are equally applicable to men. Your natural beauty will suffice your husband, but if it is exhibited to all, like a net spread before birds, what will be the end? You will be taken by whoever admires you, looks and glances will be exchanged, smiles and tender words, at first hesitatingly exchanged, but soon more boldly given and received. Far be it from me to describe the end, but this much I will say. Nothing said or done by young men and women under such circumstances but is perilous. One act of levity leads to another, as the links in a chain. They who tamper with such things will fall into the trap. They fancy that they only mean to amuse themselves, but will not go too far. Little you know, forsooth. The tiny spark will burst into a flame, and, overpowering your heart, it will reduce your good resolutions to ashes, and your reputation to smoke. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Asks the wise man. And with him I ask, do you, in your folly, imagine that you can lightly handle love as you please? You think to trifle with it, but it will sting you cruelly, and then everyone will mock you, and laugh at your foolish pretension to harbor a venomous serpent in your bosom, which has poisoned and lost alike your honor and your soul. What fatal blindness this, to stake all that is most precious to man! Yes, I say it advisedly, for God desires to have us only for the sake of our soul, or the soul through our will, and our will for love's sake. Surely we have not by any means a sufficient store of love to offer God, and yet in our madness and folly we lavish and waste it on vain frivolous objects, as though we had enough and to spare. Our dear Lord, who demands not to save our love in return for our creation, preservation, and redemption, will require a strict account of the senseless way in which we have frittered and wasted it. If he will call us to account for idle words, how will it be with respect to idle, foolish, pernicious friendships? Husbandmen know that the walnut tree is very harmful in a vineyard or field, because it absorbs the fatness of the land and draws it away from the other crops. Its thick foliage overshadows and deprives them of sunshine. And, moreover, it attracts passers-by, who tread down and spoil all that is around, while striving to gather its fruit. So with these foolish love affairs and the soul, they engross it so that it is unable to bring forth good works. Their superfluous foliage, flirtations, dallyings, and idle talk consume profitable time, and, moreover, they lead to so many temptations, distractions, suspicions, and the like, that the heart becomes altogether crushed and spoiled. Such follies not only banish heavenly love, they likewise drive out the fear of God, enervate the mind, and damage reputation. They may be the plaything of courts, but assuredly they are as a plague spot of the heart. End of Part 3, Chapter 18.